Hi! Welcome to this part of my review featuring the Dragonbane core set. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review featuring this tabletop RPG of Mirth and Mayhem, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to continue taking a look at the character creation process. Let's start with age. Age is handled somewhat realistic in this RPG. Whether you are young or old, you have some advantages and disadvantages. The younger you are, the less skilled you are, but your agility and constitution is pretty good. But as you grow older, you will accumulate more skills, and yet your strength, agility and constitution will go down. However, your intelligence and willpower will go up. Next we have attributes. Your adventurer has 6 base attributes that indicate your basic physical and mental capabilities, on a scale from 3 to 18. The higher the score, the better. When it comes to your starting scores, you roll 4 6-sided dice and remove the worst die, which gives you a score between 3 and 18. Assign that score to an attribute of your choice. Repeat this process 5 more times until you have assigned a score to each attribute, so it's pretty standard as you can see. You must assign each score as you roll them, but once done, you may swap 2 scores. Then adjust your attributes based on your age. Note that you can never have more than 18 in an attribute, regardless of your age. Once assigned, your attributes rarely change during the game. You could use other methods if you want to generate attributes in a different way. You have strength, which has to do with raw muscle power. You have constitution, which concerns physical fitness and resilience. There's agility, which has to do with body control, fine motor skills and such. Intelligence, which covers mental acuity, intellect and reasoning. You have willpower, which has to do with self-discipline and focus. And charisma, which has to do with your force of personality and empathy. Then we have derived ratings. Based on your attributes, you have a number of derived ratings that are used in various ways, such as movement, damage bonus, hit points and willpower points. These rely on your attributes. For example, maybe you are a dwarf. You have a movement of 8, but if your agility is 13, 14 or 15, you get a +2 to movement. Then we have skills. They represent knowledge and abilities you have acquired during or prior to your life as an adventurer. They are important as they determine how effectively you can perform certain actions in the game. There are 30 core skills in the base game. Your skills are measured by skill level on a scale from 1 to 18. The higher the better. When it comes to the base chance, every skill is connected to an attribute, which determines your base chance in that skill. This is indicated in your character sheet. The base chance is a free skill level that you get automatically. You have a table that indicates, for example, if you have an attribute of 9 between 9 to 12, you have a base chance of 5. But what if you have an attribute of 13, 14 or 15? You have a base chance of 6. When it comes to starting levels, in addition to the base chances, you start out with a number of trained skills, 8, 10 or 12 depending on your age. At the start of the game, your level in a trained skill is equal to twice the base chance. 6 of your trained skills must be selected from those listed by your profession. The rest are chosen freely. You can increase your skill levels during the game, of course. Beyond the core skills, there are secondary skills, such as the schools of magic. In this base game, you don't get a base chance in any secondary skill, but future expansions and supplements may modify this. So to clarify this, magic is divided into different schools, and each school is a separate skill. As a newly created mage, you must select a school of magic, which then becomes one of your trained skills based on intelligence. You may choose 3 rank 1 spells and 3 magic tricks from your school or general magic. And of course you can learn more spells and schools of magic during the game. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to continue with the final steps of character creation. I really like how age is handled here, quite realistically. So it's a good thing that the values, the attributes, won't go down too much, because even though you will suffer the effects of old age, if you are sturdy, if you have developed into a well-conditioned adventurer, this will not hamper you completely, and you will obtain more skills as your character grows old. I think it's also a good idea to represent that aging process. And attributes are very simple to understand, the derived ratings. When it comes to the skills, I like it that they are directly tied to the attributes, and when you train them, you basically double that value. So it's all very easy to understand. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you, and see you later.